you remember doing those kids' activity pages? The little coloring books with the different puzzles to figure out, where you're supposed to find the one that's different. You're supposed to look at several pictures that look almost identical and find the one minor difference, right? The shirt with the missing stripe, or the flower with one missing petal. And then they have those ones where you're supposed to sort the like and the not likes, right? Which one belongs together? Apple with the banana or the cabbage? We're taught early on to look for differences and sort things into categories. It helps us to figure out safe versus unsafe, organize the world into an understandable and containable context. We walk into a room and we size people up, whether we are aware of it or not. Boy, girl, approachable, not approachable, nice, mean, attractive, not attractive. And depending on our snap judgment, we proceed to connect or not. Our experiences in the past may affect how we associate certain looks with characteristics, learned biases. If a sports car cuts me off on the road one day, I might conclude that all sports car drivers are rude. Then one day, if I'm stranded on the road and a sports car pulls over to give me a hand, my bias may get altered. Or if the sports car zooms past me and covers me with dust, it may further confirm my bias. We're constantly making judgments and readjusting those biases and depending on more data. It's a necessity. If you're not able to organize and categorize, adapt to your surroundings, you may become overwhelmed and at a loss to how to navigate in the world. And whether those biases are appropriate or not, for the moment, it helps you to put the world into a manageable context. As a pediatrician, the vein of my day is dealing with parents who refuse to vaccinate their children. As a strong believer that vaccines save lives, and the best way to keep kids safe, the community at large safe from vaccine preventable diseases, is for everyone who can get vaccinated to keep themselves and those in the community who are not able to get vaccinated safe. And when I see those people who choose not to vaccinate, it makes my blood boil over. And if you go to any pediatric physician forums, there's going to be a lot of disdain for these parents, non-vaxxers, public nuisance to idiots, to various other names. But if I walk into an exam room focused on our differences with the premise that these are unfit parents who are public nuisances or just pure idiots, that visit is not going to go well. And the victim of that unpleasant visit will be the child who didn't get the care that they deserve. If I walk into that exam room with the premise that our common ground is that we're all there for the child, we're all vested in what we believe is best for the child, then we can agree to disagree on some things, on what that best is. But there's going to be a lot more things that we're going to be able to agree on that will benefit the child. However big the divide seems to be, if we look for similarities, a common ground, we'll be able to find a way to connect with someone. The first step to connecting is finding a similarity. Jesus and his disciples were a motley crew: a carpenter, fisherman, tax collector, a doctor, a rebel, tradesman. I'm sure with enough differences that they would not have come together, let alone become friends. Their common ground was Jesus. He brought them together. Paul writes in 1 Corinthians 1:10, "I appeal to you, brother, by the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, that all of you agree, and that there be no divisions among you, but that you be united in the same mind and same judgment." Rather than look at differences, look for the similarities, the common ground. The world is chaotic, and we want to make sense of it. We can do it by dividing us into us versus them, or we can unite under common ground and similarities. We can be divided and be conquered, or we can be united and stand firm. 1 Peter 3:8 says, "Finally, all of you have unity of mind, sympathy, brotherly love, a tender heart, and a humble mind." Find the similarities. Find a way to sympathize. Find a way to show love. Be vulnerable. Be humble. Let's unite under Jesus and stand firm in loving Him and loving others. Have a blessed day.